Hey everyone, kind of a flashback Friday of sorts, looking back at an interview that I did with Billy Gunn and Ian Rotten, of all people, back in 2005. Quick backstory here. My buddy Chad and I had wanted to get professional wrestling in Southern Illinois. And at that point, this was long before Pro Wrestling Collision or even All-American Pro Wrestling had made their debuts in our region. So we were kind of lacking professional wrestling, and Chad had reached out to Ian Rotten, who is the promoter, owner of IWA Mid-South. And at that time, they were running in like parts of Kentucky, Northern Illinois, parts of Indiana. And so Chad just inquired if they would be interested in coming to Southern Illinois. Ian agreed to come visit the area, and Chad and I went out to dinner at Applebee's with Ian and Mickey Knuckles. And I remember they ate the riblet basket. They each had one, and it was just a very surreal moment because I had known Ian Rotten from watching and seeing him in ECW, reading Pro Wrestling Illustrated. They did a whole color section one time on his feud with Axel Rotten, who was his brother, if you will, in ECW. They had been a tag team, and then they had this violent, bloody feud. And I know Ian Rotten has a lot of critics, and I can't say anything bad on my experiences with him. I interviewed him a couple of times, and did the ring announcing for the shows that he did bring to our region. And of course, I volunteered for that. It wasn't a paid gig, but I know some folks have had issues with him. I did not, so I'm not going to criticize the guy. You can form your own opinion on him based on what you see and read. But my interview with him was a fun one. Also, Billy Gunn stuck around on the news set for the next a few segments later, and we actually had a wrestling match on video game rather, and you can click the link right here and check that out. And thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate your support. Wrestler and promoter Ian Rotten is here, as well as wrestler, the New Age Outlaw Billy Gunn joins us, and I'm a little starstruck this morning.
Right,
I
your
apologize
posture's
for
so
that.
nice. I was like sitting all hunched over, and you're all like, hello.
So, Ian, real quick, tell us about tonight. Tell us a little bit about the IWA Mid-South.
We've been promoting shows in Kentucky, Indiana, Iowa, and now coming to Southern Illinois for 9 years now. And we also, promote shows in Northern Illinois also, but this is our debut in Southern Illinois, and brought in former World Wrestling Federation Intercontinental Champion, Tag Team Champion.
King of the ring, he's done it all.
Part of the biggest boom in professional wrestling history, along with Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock, the New Age Outlaws, along with the Road Dogg, Jesse James. So we got 10 big matches on the card tonight for folks. Tickets range from $25 to $10. So you can bring the whole family, or you can be like you guys and splurge and sit on the front row.
And talk a little bit, Sabu, who is obviously a big name too that folks might recognize. He'll be here tonight as well.
Yeah, he's coming off an injury, so he's just doing an autograph session and things like that, which is very rare. A lot of people don't realize that Sabu is the nephew of the original fire-throwing Sheik, who is a legend in the wrestling business, and doesn't do many personal appearances or any things like that. So it's a real treat for fans to be able to get a autograph of a guy that's considered a loon. So
should be an
I mean, he's known as the homicidal, suicidal, genocidal, wrestler. So he's does some crazy stuff, but this is an opportunity for fans to meet and greet him tonight also.
And Billy, this is your debut with IWA. Who are you fighting tonight?
I believe it's Tracy Smothers or something like that. I just show up to these things. I just love it. I've been with, was in New York for 13 years and just got tired. It's just not fun. And now I'm with Ian and stuff, and it's a lot of fun. I'm having fun again, and it's a lot of fun. It's good for me.
So talk a little bit about how you prepare for a match. Coming into a new town every day.
I go to McDonald's. I eat a lot, Whoppers and everything. No, I train. To do what we do and on the road as much as we are, you have to stay in physical condition, and it has to be at the top of the line. you know, and I run a lot and work out, you know, about an hour a day, about 5 times a week, and just, I mean, I prepare for everything the same as I would anybody, you know, Tracy or him or anybody else, you know, it's all the same now, but you just have to stay in top condition to do it.